Friends, so this video is a little bit different, but let's have a conversation about inflation and the holidays and how to save. How to save even more when it's really hard to save a dollar or a penny. So I just want to tell you the genesis of this video. Basically, this really big money blogger on Instagram was writing about alternatives for cheaper gifts this year, and one of them was baked goods. And I immediately thought, man, this lady is totally out of touch. Totally out of touch. Because if you look at Walmart.com on the app, butter and eggs right now, just under $8 for a small amount. And a lot of us that, do those scratch cookies, this is the cornerstone of both. And you really can't skimp or use margarine in lieu of butter. I just thought that was a really weird thing. And it's nice to write these lists of stuff. But really, when people are in stores, that's where they're going to get really hit with this. And it kind of made me like, what? Like, she doesn't even know how much butter costs in the store. She probably hasn't been shopping, or she doesn't use butter. But for a lot of us that use butter for baking, this is where the inflation is really, really, really hurting us. So her article basically was, here's a list of alternatives. And one of them was to bake your family baked goods instead of giving them a gift. And to have that hard conversation right now about possibly canceling Christmas. So I asked you guys, will you be canceling your baked goods with the cost of goods right now to make your cookies? And everybody, for the most part, said they would either scale back or this is not an option. They'll find a way to, make Christmas happen, that if the cookies are not there, they're going to find a way to find the money to make it happen. I was also recently in a Costco and I found these moon cakes, which is like an egg-based cookie. And this is almost 2 pounds of moon cakes for $3. Obviously, this price has been reduced down. But if you factor in eggs and butter, 2 cornerstones of moon cakes, like, is it cheaper just to buy than to make them from scratch? And I know making stuff from scratch really has a place, but it makes you wonder, like, what's going to be the cheaper way if you're looking at the final, price point? Do you make something with love or do you buy it from the store? Another example, 25 of these noni biscottis in this really cute container for $6.99. 25 pre-wrapped cookies. Like, is it cheaper just to buy it instead of to make it? Good question. So this video, we're going to look at the places to get some very inexpensive products. We're doing this video too in the middle of October of 2022. And we're just going to go through just some places to get stuff on the cheap. So the first is definitely Aldi. If you might have one of these grocery stores, what can you store? What can you freeze? And what are the best buy dates on these products for baking? When you get a really great price point on butter, obviously this is the more expensive one, the Irish butter. Yes, you can freeze this. I've had a lot of luck in the past freezing butter. I know that goods such as like cream cheese, you cannot freeze or the consistency will be really bad. I've done that one before. But definitely look at the best buy dates for all these products. And some of them, I think flour also you can put in the freezer. Both of these products, I think the flour there for that 5-pound bag was $2.99 and the 4-pound bag of sugar was $2.64. Both excellent price points. Definitely check the best buy date, and if this is stuff you want to stock up on right now so you don't get a nice surprise in December, who knows what the prices will be then. Maybe this is worth your while. The second part of this video is, hey Walgreens shoppers, use your Register Rewards or Walgreens Cash to stock up. Walgreens, in fact, has aisles and aisles of the different pantry items that you might need. Everything from frosting to, semi-sweetened chocolate chips, like whatever your recipes might need. If you have a little bit of Walgreens Cash or Register Rewards, they even have the flour and the sugar. It is a little bit more, but when you can use like Walgreens Cash or Store Register Rewards to pay down the balance, you might be in business here to get some stuff on the cheap for your baking this Christmas. The brown sugar and then the different oils. I believe that anything dairy such as eggs and milk you can't use Walgreens Cash or Register Rewards for, but these other items, like get a basket of $20 and use $20 in Walgreens Cash, and this might really be a bit of relief for your budget. This might be something new, but definitely look at the Flip app and compare prices from the comfort of your home. This app, go to the App Store and just type in Flip and download it. And basically at your fingertips, all of the grocery stores in your area, you can compare the prices. So you don't have to drive to 15 stores and spend a bunch of gas. You can get a list going and then just do a search at the top. For example, for butter, let's do for an example here. It's $3.89 this week near me, $3.88 at different stores. And for the last couple weeks, it's been $4.19 for the, 4 sticks of butter. So definitely the Flip app might be your secret weapon to find some cheaper products. Bread, another one, $3.99. Make it happen, guys. Get creative. But definitely the Flip app will show you where you're living, where to get items on the cheap. Thinking outside of the box, find a local farmer and make a new friend. Often for a dozen eggs from a farm, it's about $2. I think the average medium for eggs right now is about $3 for a dozen at like a Walmart, Meijer, any sort of grocery store. If you can make really good friends with a farmer, get your eggs over there and get them on the cheap. And let's not forget to use different rebate apps in the grocery store, such as the Fetch Rewards app and IBOTTA. Link to sign up for both in the notes if you want to. For example, over at Walmart, they always have very good rebates for the different butters. And you could save a little bit of money that way, get a little bit relief, buy them at Walmart and apply for these rebates through the IBOTTA app. And with the Fetch Rewards app, it's the Wild West over there. They're handing out a free loaf of bread till October the 20th. Definitely one to sign up for. And for any sort of baking, you're going to be given back a couple of points, baking goods. So it's a really superb app to use. I use both of them to get my grocery costs on the cheap. As always, guys, thanks for watching, and we'll catch you in the next one. Bye.